subject of being a father, having kids eventually. I know what you're thinking. So it looks like Uncle Fester fucked Lex Luthor, and he's what crawled out of the man womb. And that's both legitimate and very hurtful. Imaginary heckler I made up for this bit.
Again some other time, but
yeah, I mean, I think, like I said, well, I didn't say it recently, but like that first joke I ever told, it took me 3 months before I said it again, even though I knew it did well.
Yeah.
And I think it's part of it is because I did so well on that first joke that, I didn't want to ruin that sanctity of that joke. I didn't want to destroy it.
Baby, it's your first one. You don't want to fuck it up. You don't want to dirty it.
It's like your first kid. Of course, you don't care about your first child at all. I just realized.
The first child, you're like, well, no, I think that's the one you care a lot about. You're worried all the time about it. It's the ones after that you get progressively less worried.
Yeah, like the second one. But if you get that third kid, then you're just like, there's no fucking way I'm having another kid.
Oh, Christ, no. Also, I think semen degrades over time. Like, the first one, like, Dylan's way smarter than me, and I'm way smarter than my sister.
Yeah, your sister's dumb.
She's not not too intelligent.
Yeah.
Not too sharp.
Well, did I tell you that story about the time I called your house?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is Zach there? Yes.
Can I talk to him? No. And then Dang hangs up. It's like, what the hell? So wait, so you said you got a whole new set you're working today?
Yeah, I've got a whole new set ready to go for today.
Well, I mean, for a third try, I mean, it's going to be new regardless.
Yeah, no. I'm not just going to do the same thing, like, every time.
Really? Not yet?
No.
Not nervous yet?
I mean, I'm a little nervous, but...
I don't know, it usually hits me, like, I'm not nervous until I,
I was actually more nervous earlier.
Really? That's how Ryan is. He's really nervous, like, earlier on in the day, and then the closer and closer he gets, the less nervous he becomes.
I'll probably pick up when I'm actually sitting there.
Yeah, me, I don't get nervous until, like, as I'm going up, or like, 10 minutes before. So, yeah. And I usually have to pee for some reason.
I'm a little bit nervous because my first two jokes, or my first few jokes border on super offensive. The first one was kind of a pedophile joke, and the second one's a little bit racist.
Well, I don't, like, honestly, I think the last time we were there, race wasn't really an issue.
No. And I mean, it's going to be more of like a racist jokes are stupid type thing rather than an actual, like, black people do blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that was very racist.
They say that all the time.
That's true. So you're not even going to go off your last set, like, at all?
No.
Because you had a good,
little bits and pieces,
minute or two right in there, right? Like right in the beginning.
Like certain things I'm taking from it that I got actual laughs on. But
he really likes super offensive jokes, but like not the funny ones, like really, really racist jokes. I'm gonna tell you the joke he told me that he wanted me to guess the punchline to, just so you can hear how like shitty it was. And he comes up and he was like, Zach, what's different from black and white pizza? And I was like, everything, all of the things. There's not a thing that's not different. And he's like, no, it's sickle cell anemia.
So you were watching him,
and I saw how his name was spelled. It's spelled M-Y-K or M-Y-Q.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait. I've always jokingly told people my first name is spelled X-A-Q, and now I feel like I somehow stole it.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, Myq was at doing a show.
Yeah.
That I went and saw, and we had to leave like his mid set, and we were in the front row, so we got up and left, and he's just started ragging on us, right? But he didn't know that my friend was just in a terrible car wreck, and he was ragging on us for for leaving the show.
Well. Yeah. Your friend might have been in a car wreck, but way to be a shitty audience member.
But yeah, I'll do better next time.
You have a responsibility too.
I know.
It's a give and take.
Especially if in the front row. I feel bad about it.
feeds you people.
It's funny because my girlfriend was like, or he was like, oh, fine. He's like, fine, I'm leave, and she's like, oh no, it's not you. You're really fun. He's like, oh, I know. I'm like, oh.
Hey, he's sassy.
A little bit of spunk in that one. A little bit of sugar.
That almost seems like she's going, oh, don't worry, it's really not you, I'm sure.
It's not you, it's me. I need to see other comics, you know?
Bob Evans.
So I don't understand what your dislike for Bob Evans is.
I just don't like it.
Is it because the food's terrible? Or,
Yeah, I mean, partially.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, what?
Partially because I just dislike restaurants that try to do that, like, hometown country kitchen thing.
What about Cracker Barrel?
Fucking hate Cracker Barrel. I like the food, but I hate the idea.
It's like a store and a shitty restaurant. I don't hate it.
I want to burn down every Cracker Barrel.
I went to a Golden Corral for the first time.
Yeah.
And like I was surprised because you walk in and they have those like barricades.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is some sort of carousel ride or something, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and like it's like, when are the lines ever that long to get into a buffet?
Now I tell her what it was like, and she's like, "Oh, you have sad." And I stopped. I thought, that's a very astute observation. I wonder how much of your schooling you put into that. The whole joke. But this last one is actually how I met her. I mean, straight up this time there. I walked up to her and I was like, "Hey, let's not turn this rape into a murder." Works every time. I don't know what it is.
How'd you do though? I thought I did pretty well. Trying new stuff. The ending kind of went, bad. But, yeah, how'd you do?
That's bizarre.
What's bizarre?
Turning the camera on myself.
Yeah, it was a little weird. That's why we're gonna delete that later.
Yeah, we are. No, I don't know. It didn't get quite the reaction that I thought it, would have. But
sometimes it happens though, man, when you try new stuff.
it
Though.
wasn't terrible. I don't think.
Yeah, we parked fucking down there, but.
I don't know. Like, it was fun. I want to try it at the jukebox sometime. I feel like my kind of intro stuff did a lot better. Pedophile thing. I really thought I'd get more laughs on the racial joke.